Alright, everybody. Cobra Kai Season 3 has released on Netflix. I was fortunate enough to have a really slow day at work, and I was able to just kind of binge watch, I think, 7 or 8 of the episodes, and the first couple I had seen prior to going to work that day. So, yeah, I was able to watch it all. It's really, really good. In fact, I'll go ahead and say it. Go ahead and stop the video right here and go watch it if you have the means to. If you don't, if you don't want to support Netflix for any of the various justifiable reasons, I'm not going to tell you how to watch it, but I would still recommend you watch it. Anyway, Cobra Kai Season 3, let's get into this. Alright, first things first, Netflix has a problem with people using any footage of their shows. It's why my Go Watch Kengan Ashura video got taken down. By the way, if you go check out my BitChute, you can find such a video if you are so inclined. So for the purposes of having something nice to look at during the monologue to follow, the place of Cobra Kai the TV show will be replaced by Karate Kid the NES game. Enjoy. I'm going to begin assuming you saw Cobra Kai Seasons 1 and 2. We begin reaping the consequences of the anime school brawl from the Season 2 finale. Johnny is broke and drunk again after being ousted from Cobra Kai, and Daniel-san is on the cusp of losing his business due to the bad PR from his students being involved in said school brawl. Johnny's son, whose name I forgot, is on the lam because he crippled the kid the audience actually cares about. So the first little story arc of Season 3 is about trying to find him. This has Daniel-san and Johnny teaming up for a couple episodes to search for him, which culminates in the finding of Son Kid Guy, who ends up going to juvie. With that out of the way, Daniel-san goes to Japan to try and save his business while Johnny tries to help Miguel, first by raising money for him and second by aiding rehabilitation. Daniel-san runs into a few characters from Karate Kid 2 and learns chi blocking from Avatar. No, seriously, the ultimate secret successor super hidden jutsu of Miyagi-Do Karate is to hit pressure points and cause dead limbs like Tai Li from Avatar. After this, Daniel-san gets incredibly lucky and saves his company because he saved a little girl in Karate Kid 2. Back to Johnny and Miguel, Johnny manages to scrounge up some money to help with Miguel's surgery and promises to be there for rehab. In typical Johnny fashion, he considers the hippie physical therapist ineffectual and attempts to help Miguel his way. Hilarity ensues. The two have a good string of character scenes that, of course, ends with Miguel walking again and Johnny deciding to form his own karate dojo, in the process proving me right from my first Go Watch Cobra Kai video where I said if he just named it something other than Cobra Kai, no one would have cared. During all of this, Kreese has been weeding out the nerds that originally comprised Cobra Kai and replaced them with the old bullies from Season 1. Hawk is pretty much the last holdout because he's come to define himself by Cobra Kai and doesn't want to give up. Then, during all of this, the kids are having petty kid fights with each other, trying to stay out of trouble while at the same time picking fights with one another. Cobra Kai is winning this, by the way. Towards the end of the season, with renewed purpose, Johnny establishes Eagle Fang Karate Dojo and starts getting all his old Cobra Kai students back that Kreese kicked out. Now that they aren't called Cobra Kai anymore, Johnny's students and Daniel-san's students can magically get along now, and the Cobra Kai ambush them at Daniel-san's house. The new Straw Hat Law Pirate Alliance comes out on top, and Johnny and Daniel-san go fight Kreese at Cobra Kai Dojo, where they agree to settle things at the next All Valley tournament setting up Season 4. That isn't every last detail that happens in Season 3, but these are the broad strokes. Johnny continues to be my favorite character. He and Daniel-san continue to have their red oni, blue oni dichotomy. The only real change from Season 2 is you saw how the two of them overcome their failures as teachers. Other than that, they're the same characters you already love. Kreese, I have mixed feelings on. He's one part a great villain corrupting the youth of Cobra Kai, and one part moron who keeps fixating on re-recruiting the guy who hates him and screwed over. His actions make little sense, especially concerning what is revealed in his backstory about how he learned no mercy. Well, he repeatedly shows mercy to Johnny until the end of the season. Miguel is the standout among the teens again. He serves to help Johnny get his groove back and point him down the path of righteousness. And the actor does a great job with Miguel's understandable rage and frustration while wheelchair-bound. The other main teens get little lessons and hurdles to overcome. Hawk learns he's been a jerk and he's a pawn to Kreese instead of a student. Sam overcomes PTSD, Dimitri finally gets a girlfriend, and Johnny's kid becomes Palpatine's next apprentice. I still couldn't care less what the kids were up to. The entire time they were having petty school-based altercations with each other, I thought that was obnoxious filler. I ended up fast-forwarding through the later part of the season anytime the kids tried doing anything plot-relevant, especially Sam. She has a real nasty habit of picking fights and talking a good game until a character capable of fighting back shows up, and I get it, they did that for her character arc, but given that it was a stupid implementation, I've elected to dislike it. I touched on this earlier, but Kreese was dumb for continuously trying to get Johnny on his side. It's completely hypocritical to all of his bluster about no mercy and weeding out weakness. Dude wanted to choke the kid at the beginning of Karate Kid 2 and stole the new Cobra Kai from him because he wasn't doing a Kreese enough job. I don't see why he'd want him back so badly. Johnny's kid is a waste of space, and there's a reason I keep saying Johnny's kid instead of the character's name. Couldn't be bothered to remember it, and didn't care enough to look it up. Me personally, I think they should have done the show without him. Not the actor, he's doing a fine job, just the character. Make Johnny not a biological father and keep him as more of a surrogate father. This is a really petty one, but it bugged me nonetheless. The chi blocking super technique. That doesn't work that way in real life. There are little nerve clusters, sure, and even in places the actors are striking, that is accurate, but it doesn't make the limbs suddenly go limp. It just hurts more than normal. I know it'll be easy for everyday viewers to suspend disbelief, but the whole concept is one of the popular debunked myths in martial arts. I loved watching Johnny and Daniel-san get their grooves back. Johnny continues to be hilarious anytime he has to interact with modern technology or PC culture. Eagle Fang Karate is just a gem. But while Johnny is my favorite character, Daniel-san gets the award for best entrance in the series in the climax of the last episode of the season. Only thing that could have made it better is if he Kool-Aid Man through the wall. I can rag on the kids and the bulk of their scenes, but I did enjoy seeing the nerds get back together at the end, especially Hawk. I'd say out of the kids, he probably had the best arc. He lived long enough to see himself become the villain, he realized he was a pawn to Kreese and the very bully he joined Cobra Kai to overcome, and realized his places with his old friends. I really liked seeing him and Dimitri fight back to back. Amanda LaRusso was pretty great. That actress did a great job in particular note during the big appeal to the city council and when she, Daniel-san, Johnny, and Ali all meet at the party. You know, just in general, I think she deserves a lot of props for her performance. I don't normally single out a character slash actor for the job they do, mostly because it's not something I feel I'm decently qualified to talk on, but I enjoyed watching her scenes the best after Johnny. So there's obviously going to be way more you can talk about the season, but I kind of liked having, you know, shorter videos, you know, and I flip-flop back and forth between that over the course of my channel's longevity. But yeah, I obviously go watch it. The title's going to be Go Watch Cobra Kai Season 3. I thought it was overall really, really good. Still don't care what the kids are doing is pretty much the big complaint I have over it, because I did start fast-forwarding through a lot of the child dialogue. Like, there's a soccer game they play where they're like, haha, we can't fight each other, but we can play soccer and we can be excessively rough. I just fast-forwarded through that, because I was like, we all know how this is going to go. The Cobra Kai kids and the Miyagi-Do kids are going to try fighting each other, and they're going to get called out on it, and Cobra Kai is going to get away scot-free. Like, you knew that was coming. Because why not? That's story writing 101. The bad guys, you know, get small victories here and there. But, yeah, generally speaking, though, still a great series. Johnny Lawrence, fantastic. Daniel-san, fantastic. Especially Daniel-san's wife. Yeah, I really gotta credit her. I noticed her way more in this season than I did previous seasons. So, anyway, all that being said, go watch Cobra Kai Season 3, and go out there and treat each other like y'all have some sense.